Good morning. Good morning. Let me welcome you all here. Thank you for showing up. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had a last minute thing that I forgot to do. Anyway, it's done. So now we're ready. Pen in hand, we're good to go. Welcome here. My name is Denise Willerton. I don't know my name. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. Welcome here. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, stick around. I have a beautiful card to show you, and hopefully you will turn around and make it. What a great way to use up our DSP. I meant to write down the name of the lady that I found this at. When I find it, I will put it down below in the description after this airs, because I do want to give credit where credit is due. This is not my own thing. You know what? Pretty much everything I do are beautiful goodies that I find on the internet. Some people are so blessed where they just come up with ideas like the gal from Iced Images, and that's just not me. I'll tweak it, I'll make it my own, but it's just not me. I am a pattern follower. When I knit and crochet, I don't make my own patterns. I read the pattern. It's the same for me when I create cards. Anyway, welcome here. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you with your Stampin' Up! Needs. Drop me a line. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit that little red button. I'm not sure what side it's on with your view. I think it's here, but I could be wrong. It might be there. Please hit that button. I would appreciate that so much. Stick around to the end. I am doing a draw for those who have shared, and they will get to choose which card they want me to either send them or hook up with them so that they can get their winning card. And I have a second draw to do. So in the month of May, I offered a special, and yes, it's close to the end of June. I kept forgetting to do it. I had a special for anyone that shared, sorry, I'm reading at the same time here, Darlene. I just read your messages as it popped up. For anyone that spent a $50 merchandise order with me in my online store, I entered their name for a draw. That's what I was doing when I was a few minutes late. I was quickly scribbling those names down. Let me change the view. And let's get to the card. So yeah, at the end of the video, let's draw to see who wins a brand new in the box mini stamp and cut emboss machine. Wow, what a beautiful prize for the winner. Let's get to today's card. So basically what we're doing is we are using design paper as our card base. Okay, Dee, thank you for sharing, and Deb and Regina and Dar and Kathy and Lucy and Judy. So I have all your names. If anyone else has shared that is here, please let me know. I will add your name to my share pile here. Okay, I need, I think Cheryl has forgotten to come because I think Cheryl said she wanted to come. So I'm going to start with my scoreboard. Okay, you can also use, hi Kathy, nice to see your name pop up. You can also use your Stampin' Trimmer as well, but I'm going to use the scoreboard, and I'm pretty sure I'll have time to make a second card, and then I'll use the Stampin' Trimmer and show you how you can use either or, and it gets the work done. Okay, so let me just tuck this here because I will show you that after. I have cut a piece of design paper at 5.5 inches. Okay, let me just scoot these names to the side so I have a little more time, or a little more space. So 12 inches by 5.5, and there's my cut. Okay, and now what we're going to do, and because I am what am I trying to say here? Because I am scoring design paper, it's a little bit thinner than cardstock. I like to use the bigger ball, okay? So we're going to score this. Oh dear, did I not bring my cheat sheet forward? I forgot to print it. Yikes, I hope I have that handy. I do. We are scoring our design paper at 3 inches. Let me see. Yeah, 3. And I'm going to write that down so that I can come back to, I need a piece of scrap paper. I want to come back to my window. So we are scoring at, I meant to print this, 3, 6.5, and 10.5. And there we go. Sorry about that. Now I can come back and see if I have missed anything. So we've already scored 3. We're going to use the bigger ball. You want to make sure you're right up in the corner. You don't want to be, you know, I mean, I'm totally exaggerating, but you don't want to be like this. You want to be right up. Okay. So 3, 6.5, and 10.5. Now what you can do is you can just flip this right over. Look at this paper and do it again. 3, 6.5, and 10.5. So that's it for that for the moment. Okay. But we are definitely going to pick this up. Let's do this so I'm not, there we go, because I'm going to need that right away. So let's find our score marks. I've got one right here, and right here. Now the way we're going to do this is I'm going to fold this shorter end this way. Here's another score mark there. We're going to fold that over this way. I've got another score mark right here, and we're going to fold that back this way. So that's what that's going to look like. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of cardstock, and this is Coastal Cabana. Is this Coastal Cabana? Yes, it is. This is Coastal Cabana, and it measures 4.25 by 5.5. Okay, this is actually going to become our card base. So what I want you to do is, and again, I'm going to use my Stampin' Trimmer for the second card just to show you that you don't have to have the scoreboard. Okay, so that's coming down like this. So we've got the same design on the design paper showing on this side as well as that side. Let's get our adhesive on here. And don't get any in your scoreboard because that would be most unfortunate. And I'm going to put this right up against here, okay? You can also use the base of, you know what, let me show you that so I can feature that. Let's lay that down. Do not fall over. Do not fall over. So this is my cat and all the tools for my cat. So let's grab this base, and these are all my sizes if I want perfect placement. We're going to lay down this cardstock in here. I can put it right in the corner. You just want to make sure, just like when I grabbed my scoreboard, I'm going to exaggerate it. You don't want it like this. You want to make sure that you are square in here. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to stick my fingers in the glue. If this is directional, keep an eye on that. I want about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to come away from the center. I'm going to go flush at the top here, and I'm about 1/8 of an inch on either side. Okay, so I'm nice and flush up here. Okay, so there we go. perfect placement every time. This design paper, pardon me, is Unbounded Love. I've got ink or glue all over my fingers, so let's just put a little dab of hand sanitizer. Yeah, this is where hand sanitizer is great. Judy, I do the same thing. Let's take a bone folder and let's just take care of burnishing all of these score marks. Okay, so there is basically our card base. 1 minute, please. Now, when I open this up, here's my design paper. Now, here is a score mark, and here is a score mark. So I want to eyeball center on here, and what I'm going to do is grab my elements. Why is it that every time I do a live, I get my cough? This, I cut 4 of these out, and I could have done this ahead of time, but I wanted to do them with you. And that little guy, and 4 basic white, okay? That has come from the Nested Essentials. I am so sorry. Let's grab our, and there is a right side and a wrong side. So grab your silicone mat. So if you do get glue, it's not on your tabletop, okay? Let's just put some glue down on this, like so. And we'll start with the first one. Let's just center these on here. That's not very centered right there. Scoot over just a bit. Thank you. Next one. Without sticking your fingers in the glue. For those of us that are glue people. 2 more. Sorry for all that coughing there, ladies. And 1 more. And now what we're going to do is we are going to place one of them on our card base, and we're going to eyeball north, south, east, and west right in here, okay? So that's where my, and you can write, it's kind of long and skinny, but it's just very different. So I just kind of eyeballed, okay? Now what we're going to do is we are going to place some glue. So this is down. Okay, so these 2 nice tall ones from Nested Essentials. You can also use your tape runner. And I am just going to lay this down on top of there to get perfect placement. And I'm going to fold this over here on that side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 more, and let's just put a little bit of glue right here, which is going to take care of that corner, and place that down right on top. We're going to do this again with a different shape. Okay. But right now, what I want to do, and I should have done that first, but I already had my adhesive on there. Let's just create a little decorative flower bunch. Look how gorgeous that's going to look. And I've got a few little elements pre-cut just in these little holders. And here's some leaves using the Coastal Cabana again, just to kind of pull that color in. So if we did 2 leaves kind of like that. So let's put a little bit of glue down here. And let's just kind of crisscross them a bit. Another little dab of glue there. And let's just put that down like this. So here's our little decorative element. I am going to put some, whoops, sorry. Put some glue down on there. Ladies, you are extremely quiet. Pardon me for one moment. Thank you. Let's grab our, okay, where's my take your pick tool? I'm probably looking right at it. There's my pencil. Let's put that away. Yeah, it was in my holder. Let's put some dimensionals down, whoopsie, on that flower. I want to take a look and see. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put dimensionals down on the whole thing. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to make a mess somewhere. And let's just cut some a little bit smaller. Hello, Sydney. How are you doing? Nice of you to pop in. How's my cousin? You know what? If you want to win this card, all you need to do is share. So underneath the video, Sid, there's a place where you can share. Share this on your timeline, and if you win the draw at the end, I will send you the card. But you need to let me know that you've shared. Okay? And it's just a way of helping me get my name out there. I don't know if I need more dimensionals, but you know what? You can never have too many. Oh, that's so good. How are you doing? Sorry, I guess I should have asked also how you're doing. Nice of you to pop in. Okay, so we've removed all of our backing. Now, let's pop that on here. And I need a sentiment on here. I need a sentiment. Let's see, what are we going to say on here? I need something small. I do need something small. I didn't think about that before I went live. Let's see. What do we have here? Surely there's something small in tags to go. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about this. I totally forgot about my sentiment. For this one anyway. Grateful for you. Will that work? I think grateful for you would work. Let's do it. Let's do grateful for you. Let's see. Nope, it's not going to work. That's a tiny area. Not your, yeah. Well, I can do dear friend and I can cut that. I was hoping to find a really small, let me see here, a really small, ooh, this, unless this is just, thanks for being so kind. That could work. Thanks for being so kind from Happy Hibiscus. Let me continue my search here. Or even just, you know what? This would make a beautiful hello card. Let's do that. I like that. Let's do hello from Beautiful Butterflies. Okay. Hi, Gail. Welcome here. Don't forget to share. Here's hello. This would make a beautiful hello card. And we can place that right here, and then I can decorate the top and bottom. Okay, watch how this happens. It's so fun. Where to place this? I don't know if you're like me. I need like 1,000 tables all around me. Grab our block, and let's grab some beautiful coastal cabana to just kind of stay in that flavor. Let's ink up hello. Perfect. And I'm going to put that right here. Right there. Love it. Is there something else in that? No, I was just looking to see if there was something else that I could stamp in there. And that's okay. There isn't at the moment. Let's just put that there. And now let's get some flowers on here. So I've just pre-cut, and I can stack to kind of make, let's get in camera here. So I've pre-cut these. Let's put the lighter one on top. And then that one's going under. Actually, that doesn't make sense. And perfect. Okay. Well, you know what that is? I've got a little bit of my tape on here. Let's put a little dot of glue here. And let's make our little V for our leaves. We're going to put a little dot right there. Let's make our cluster. And there's our little bouquet. And I also have, whoops, these little guys. Aren't they so sweet? Let's try and grab 3. And I'm going to put glue dots behind those. And you know where I got that? Where did I put you? Impressions, a bloom, dies. So I got my leaves from here. And here's that little cluster of small flowers. These flowers I actually die cut from the design paper. Okay, so let's put a little cluster right down like so. Like that. We're going to put some dimensionals behind that. Sid, are you still here? And if you are, is my cousin watching as well? Let's remove that. I want to see where this is going to land. And I wanted that about like there. Let's get our glue dots. And those glue dots fit perfectly. Give it a press and pick it up. And let's just make a little cluster. A little cluster of 3. I mean, we're still going to put gems on here. We have to. We have to. Okay. And here's our little triangle of 3. Let's grab our card. Let's close it. I'm going to put dimensionals behind there. One on either side. I think Sid has left. Just not his jam, I guess. And if I close the card and put this down, and I'm kind of eyeballing here and here, let's get some gems. These are the Riverside Irregular Pearls. And I thought they paired beautifully with this. Let's put one there. And then a smaller one beside. And where do I want to go with this one? Right there. So here's our card, like so. And you would just write your sentiments on there. It would be long and narrow, but isn't that so cute? I love this so much. Let's do it again with different dies. Okay, so there's that. So let's grab this. And this is from Sips. What is that one called? Sips and something. It is called Celebratory Sips. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to use my Stampin' Trimmer to show you that you don't have to have the large scoreboard. Get your cut blade out of the way. We're going to open up the arm because we need to go 6.5 as well as 10.5. So you're going to open the arm. And we're going to do our scoring. 3. You want to make sure you're flush with the top here. So 3, 6.5, and 10.5. Who's going to create this card? You're using 5.5 by 12 in design paper in order to achieve this. Okay, so there's one score line. Now, because I used my Stampin' Trimmer, I don't want to flip it over and score it again because sometimes you're not exactly where you were. If you're like right on the 3-inch line or a smidge to the left or a smidge to the right. So I'm just finding my score lines, and I actually want the card this way. And we're going to grab a little bit of glue there. We're going to grab Peach Pie, which measures 4 and a half by 5 1/4. Good morning, Deb. That's okay. You know what? I'm just starting card number 2, and I just got going, so you haven't missed a whole lot. I took a 5.5 by 12 piece of design paper, whatever design you want on the inside of your card is what is going to be facing you. I scored at 3, 6.5, and 10.5, and then I folded it like this, and like this. Okay, we're going to put adhesive behind here. We're going to place our cardstock, which measures 4 1/4 by 5.5, right up at the top. I'm just using that as a guideline because I want this design paper flush with it. So I've got about 1/8 of an inch on either side, and I'm nice and flush at the top. Okay, so now we can put that away. Let's give that all a really nice burnish, and let's grab our elements. So this time, for this one, I used the postage dies, and so I cut 4 peach pie as well as 4 basic white. Let's grab our, and you're going to flip them over because there is a right side and a wrong side with dies, right? And let's just put a little bit of glue on all 4 of these. And let's start putting them down. And I'm going to remember to stamp before I put them on my card. And then stick around to the end because we will see who won the draw for sharing. And Debbie, I do have your name down for sharing. Thank you for doing that. And then after that draw, I am going to draw to see who wins the mini cut and emboss machine. Whoopsie. Now I see that this cut funny, so I'm going to make sure that my my flower is going to cover that. Okay, so I am going to, what am I going to do here? 2 are empty and 2 have designs. Let's make this into, that last one was a hello, and the one I created before that was a thank you. And these do make beautiful thank you cards or birthday cards. Let's try, even if I have to cut it. Let's see. Thanks for being so kind would fit lovely. And you make me, can I do that? I'm going to see if I can fussy cut You Make Me Smile, because I love that sentiment. Let's see if I can do this. Let's just pick that up. Ooh, I shouldn't have put that down yet. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it this way. Let's just stamp it. And we're going to use Peach Pie, which is one of our in colors. And I'm going to see if I can fussy cut this. I'm going to show you a little trick too about fussy cutting in a moment. It might work as I go scratchy. Gail, hello, welcome here. Nice of your name to pop up. I can't remember if I said hello earlier. Don't forget to share if you want to be entered into the draw. So let's see if I can fussy cut this. So I'm going to fussy cut the whole sentiment, and then I'm going to fussy cut it again to see if I can get this on 2 different lines. But then I'm also going to show you a quick little hack on fussy cutting after I do this. Okay, so I've got You Make Me Smile. I know that I want this panel standing tall, and this doesn't fit. So let's see if I can come in here and follow the curve of the S and then just clean that up. So then I can go, You Make Me Smile. That is super cute. We're going to put dimensionals on there, which actually, you know what? That causes the sentiment to pop even more, which is great. We are going to cut that right in half. So I've got a smaller section there and there. Yeah, Gail is on Facebook, and I am not sure why. Oh, you know what? I think I needed to hit something on Facebook to make it public. But yes, Gail is here. So let me show you that she is here. There she is. Okay. So Gail, thank you for sharing. Okay. So I've got your name down right here. Thank you. Let's remove this backing and make sure you don't put your sentiments on upside down or backwards. Okay, let's see. This is the smile. So we want You Make Me first. You Make Me Smile. Let's decorate it. I've got, okay, so when I fussy cut, I even fussy cut without a full flower. So I can, I needed a different color so that there was contrast. That's not going to work. You know what? Let's fussy cut another flower, and then you can see how I fussy cut even my design paper. So I am just going to follow the flower. Remind me to share a little fussy cut hack after I'm finished this as well when it comes to sentiments. If you really struggle with cutting sentiments but you want to, let me show you a hack that I came across. Okay, so that is cut, which is a really nice contrast to this lighter one. Okay, so let's put a tiny bit of glue on that, and let's pop that on there, and we're going to find some leaves, and let's do a crisscross on the leaves. So a little dab of glue, and then you take your other leaf and you just kind of make it into a little V, put another little dot here, and let's just put that down right there. And then we can, providing that it sticks, there we go, we can put that down right there. Let's put some dimensionals down. So I'm going to grab part of the leaf, which also is grabbing part of the seam, and then one down right here. Like so. And let's just tuck that right like that, which works perfectly. And let's cut that little thing off. Okay. Oh, you're kidding. Wow. Joyce, hello, welcome here. Have you been here before? I don't know if I recognize your name, and thank you so much for sharing. Let me add your name to the draw. And Joyce, where are you watching from? Let's do thanks for being so kind. And you know what? Let's put that down at the bottom. And you know what? Once I have, actually, let's do it this way. Let's remove that. And I'm going to show you a little hack that I came across the other day. And you might have seen it already. Let's say you really struggle with fussy cutting sentiments, but you really want to. You're going to take your stamp, you're going to put it upside down on a piece of paper, okay? I haven't done this, so hopefully I don't botch this up. You're going to take a pencil and you are going to lightly trace where the sentiment is. And I'm just doing it really kind of rough. Okay, so there's where my sentiment is. Now you're going to ink it up. And you're going to stamp your sentiment in your pencil marks. Oh, I did it backwards. Yep, you know what? I did it backwards. I totally did it backwards. You know what? Remember when I said, I hope I don't botch this up? Out of the mouths of babes, let's give this another go. You don't put it upside down, put it face up. Grab your pencil, sketch around your sentiment. See, I don't have trouble cutting my sentiments, but some do. Okay, so there we go. That is lightly stamped, and I can see my sentiment peeking through. I lost the cling on my block. Now you're just going to stamp that in there, which gives you your cut lines. Okay. I'm going to have to wash my silicone mat after. Then what you do is you grab your snips and you follow your pencil lines. Now, like I said, I don't have trouble cutting sentiments, but for those that do, now you kind of have a little bit of a cheat line, and you're going to, same thing, you're still going to be turning Hello, can you hear me now? I am not sure what happened. Why did all of a sudden what is going on? Can you hear me now? Good now. Yeah, but now you can't see my tabletop. That is so crazy. I don't know what happened. I'm going to put my sentiment at the top instead. Better now on both. So can you still missing the table view? Exactly. I have no idea why this did this all of a sudden. You know what? Let me check. Let me check my table view. I don't know what happened. Try again. This is weird. This is weird. Hang on. I'm going to shut the sound off so there's no reverb. And got it. Let's turn that off. Sorry, but no table view. I know, you poor girls, all you get to see is my face. It's telling me that I'm backstage, but it's not. It's like cycling. That is so weird. Well, you know what? I don't know what to do. So there's that. I don't know how to fix that other than I don't want to start all over. So now what I've done is I've just fussy cut this so that, yeah, Joyce, this is so weird. It happened to me the other day when I was, hang on, let me start all over. Let me see. I shouldn't have sneezed. Maybe that's what it is. Allow. Enter studio. Please work. Got it. No, it's still cycling. That's bizarre. I wonder if all of a sudden I just have a really bad connection. But I am downstairs in my studio. The other day wasn't you. Yeah. And my phone is plugged in. So it's not, yeah. I'll have to get a hold of them. So let's just kind of carry on. I wonder if I can I bring this down somewhat so you can, you know what? Let's do it this way. If this is going to make you dizzy, close your eyes. I am going to quickly bring my laptop down onto my table and work sideways. Okay. Wow. Craziness. Craziness, craziness. Let's take this out. Okay. Well, there's my tabletop view. How do you like that? I'm just going to have a hard time seeing the sentiments, but okay, so I've put dimensionals on that, and let's get a flower on here as well. I need a couple of leaves, and I will watch the comments. I just need to kind of crouch down and see. Yep, that works. Thanks, Darlene. That's so crazy. This is nuts. Okay, so I've got my leaves kind of in my little V, which is what I like to do. And then let's put another little dot here. And let's attach the flower to it. And we're going to kind of, I think, tuck it in something like that. Mind you, I've got, sometimes when you have, I don't know if you can see this, but see how I've got like a little splotch here? I'm going to take my art eraser and I am going to clean that up, and it's pretty much gone. Just like that. Yeah, Judy, that's funny. I guess when I put my sentiment down, you're like, no, it's not going to work that way. And it didn't. I needed you here, my friend, tapping me on my shoulder. Okay, let's get some dimensionals down. And I am on purpose. Whoa, I hope my husband's okay. I'm grabbing some of the leaves that I added. Yeah, my phone is still cycling. And so I've got dimensionals back there. And let's just kind of tuck that in like that. Okay, so we've got 2 of our panels decorated. Okay, and 2 of them are blank. And that's on purpose. That's for the inside. Now, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I've got a score line here, and I've got a score line there. So this is the area right here that I'm working with, right here. So I'm going to eyeball top, bottom, and left, right with this panel. Okay, so we're going to put some glue behind there. And I am going to place that down right there. So it's a small area, but that's where you would put your sentiment. Hi, Heather. Welcome here. And sorry for my crazy tabletop view. My phone died, or not died. My phone decided not to. It just stopped. It's so crazy. So Heather, let me know if you have, because I am still watching. I'm kind of crouching down like this to say hello. I am watching the, what am I trying to say here? The comments. So let me know if you have shared. Now I want this adhered onto this shorter panel. Okay, so I am just going to place glue on here like so, and I'm putting this upside down on top of what I've just done, just so that I have perfect placement. I'm going to close this. I want to take my second sentiment, okay? My top one is going to be "You Make Me Smile," and inside it's going to be "Thanks for Being So Kind." So I've got the glue kind of covered on this side, so I know on this side I need a strip of glue. And we're going to lay that down on top of here so that we've got perfect placement. Are you girls able to see what I'm doing? So I am just going right on top of there, like so. Okay, so there we go. So there's the inside of the card, and you've got room for sentiment on both sides. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to place that on the front of the card. Okay, so I am again just eyeballing top, bottom, left, right, and then we're going to put some gems down. Now, I can do iridescent pearls or the Riverside Irregular. Which one should I do? Iridescent pearls or the Riverside Irregular? And I'm just... Can you move to the left slightly? I'm not sure. Riverside. Iridescent. Oh no, iridescent twice. I can still see. Oh, pearls. Can somebody do a tally for me? I've got pearls, iridescent. Riverside pearls. Oh no, pearls. The card to the left. Move the card to the left. It's so hard to know what you're saying. Here's the card. Here's the front. Okay. And then when you open it up, you have the second sentiment. And then when you open this flap, there's where you would put your personal message. The pearls so far, Riverside. 4 pearls, 1 Riverside. Thanks, Star. We're going with pearls. Iridescent pearls it is. Kind of a classic-y looking, right? These are beautiful, girls. These are just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's grab 2 pearls. I don't want them to get lost. I'm going to put them on the peach pie, and it kind of breaks it up a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it's a lovely color. It's just not one of my faves. That's all. And let's just stay on that whole side. So there's the 3 little peach pie, okay? There you go, Heather. Oh, Debbie, not to worry at all. Oh, bring this up. Then you can't see my tabletop. I think that's what you meant. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's one card that we created during the live. I'm going to put it like that and try to clean up the mess that you now have witnessed behind me. Here's the other one that we created during the live. And here is, whoops, here is my prototype. Okay, so stick around. I'm going to do the draw for the card. I'm going to move that out of the way. I keep hitting it. And here's my prototype. Okay, so that goes like this, and then this opens like that for your sentiment. Okay, so there's the three cards featuring the design paper kind of as the card base. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. I am going to add your names into my little bucket. If you have shared and I don't call your name, if you could let me know right away. Gail. Whoops, wait a minute here. Gail and Lucy. I've got Lucy on one side and Gail on the other. Let me correct that. So Gail, I'm going to throw that one away, and then I'm going to grab another little piece. So Gail, you're in the bucket. Okay. And then this is going to be Lucy. Okay. So Lucy, thank you for sharing. Kathy. So again, if I don't mention your name, please let me know. Judy. Dar. Regina. Heather, thank you so much. Yeah, it's such a fun card. Joyce. Heather, did you share? Whoops. Deb. And whoops. D. Now, Heather, I'm not sure if you shared. Let me know. I'll wait a moment. I'm just taking a peek. I'm over here. I'm like, I have to lay down on my table. It's such a fun card. It's such a fun card. It's the placement of your work for me. It's slightly out of frame. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do. Hard to know what to do. Okay, so the names are in there. Okay. Yeah, you're getting a different look at my studio. You haven't. Okay, no, that's okay, Heather. No pressure at all. So let's see who wins the draw for the card. And then I'm going to do the second draw to see who wins for the mini cut emboss machine for my May contest incentive. So anyone that placed a $50 merchandise order with me in the month of May, they were added in there. Gail, thank you so much for that beautiful comment that nobody can see. So let me show it to you. So the winner today is D. And D, you won last week, and guess what? You won again this week, which is great. So I will get a hold of you and find out which card you want. Okay, so I highly recommend that you try this beautiful card layout for using design paper. Okay, for your card base. Okay, so D, I'm going to set your name there. Now I'm going to take these names and I am going to throw them out, and let's do a second draw. Okay, so these are the names of the people, and I wanted to do this live. I don't like close your eyes for a moment, please. Again, I'm going to move my camera back up on my little table so I'm not crouched over. So, Kathy, thank you for placing a $50 order with me. Lorraine, your name is going in the bucket, and your name is actually going in the bucket twice. Donna, thank you for your order. Manuela, thank you for your order. Yeah, I wanted to do this draw live. Dar, thank you for yours. Kathy, thank you for yours. Debbie, thank you for yours. And Manuela, again, thank you for yours, because she placed over a $100 order, so she was entered in twice. So let's see who wins a brand new, not this one, because this one's mine. It's brand new, still in the box. Let's see who wins the cut and emboss machine. Drum roll, please. Okay, this is quite a beautiful gift. Quite a beautiful gift. And I'm not looking. Oh, this is so hard. I've got all these little papers in my hand, and I've got one name. The winner is Debbie. Debbie, you have won the mini cut and emboss machine. Yay you! Do you own one? Because if you don't, you do now. And I'm going to write cut and emboss behind your name. So Debbie, thank you so much for your order. And you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Who was doing a drum roll? Please be honest. Let me know who was doing a drum roll on their table. So Debbie has won the cut and emboss machine, my May incentive. Thank you for doing that. and Dee has won today's card. So next week, what is next week? Yeah, my phone is still cycling. Hang on, let me take a look here. Next week is the 26th. You know what? Next week I will not be, Debbie, that's funny. Next week there will be no live. I have high school awards at school, and I also have a funeral, so I have a full day. The week after that is, wow, should I say this out loud? The week after is July 3rd. And we're in town, so I will do a live on July 3rd. I will likely also have a July incentive prize. It will not be as big as May's. So stay posted for that. If you want to be added, don't say July. If you want to be added to my newsletter list, please drop me an email and I will add you to my newsletter list, and then you will know what's going on. Like on Tuesday night, like 2 nights ago, I did a virtual class and I taught how to create this fabulous photo box album. So there is room for 21 pictures in this, and it rolls up when it's folded properly into a 4x4 box, but there is room for 21 photos. So I do live classes. So let me know if you want to be added to my newsletter list. It might be something that would interest you. And if you are in Canada, you can place an order with me at, let me see, can I find it right here? DeniseWillerton.stampinup.net is my online store. If you want to be entered for my July incentive, and I need to sit down and work on my next newsletter and figure out what my incentive is going to be. Okay, so congratulations to Dee and congratulations to Donna for being the winners for, oh, your son gets married in July. How exciting. That is so fun. That is so fun. Congratulations on that, Heather. That's wonderful. I hope you have a great time. Weddings are so fun. So fun. With that, I'm going to say salut. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Have a blessed weekend. It's almost here. And Debbie, thank you. It was fun, and it was virtual. Oh, and if you are interested in creating this, you know what? I do have a sign-up sheet for it right here, or you can send me an email at DeniseWillerton@gmail.com, and it's only $5, and I can send you the PDF, and I can also send you the video on how to create this fabulous box. I have created them for a quick little wedding gift, birthday presents, just whatever. This is for our granddaughter in Vancouver. And so, if you are interested in that, let me know. DeniseWillerton@gmail.com. We'll talk to you later. Have a blessed weekend. Happy creating. Talk to you later. Bye.